What's up? It's Pokepasoda here, and I got a nice little video I'm going to talk about. It's going to be about a 3 to 5 minute long video, but it's about the state of Pokemon and where do we go from here? Is there enough product? The Journey Together allocations and stuff have been coming out, and it's not looking good for a lot of the top people that are selling across the country, along with PokeNE. His allocations, he said, are a fraction of what they typically are. Now, what I would take you to is a video. It is by Nostalgianomics, and he talks about how they do it every week with their rip and shipping. So I'm going to play you a clip there, and then we're going to talk about it. Nostalgianomics, shout out Nostalgianomics. He's going to talk about a little bit what happens with his stuff. So just hold on, listen.
Every time you open a pack, it has an inverse relation on sealed versus singles. So take this example. Last week, right, I go through over 1,000 packs of Crown Zenith a week on...
Right there, 1,000 packs a week. 1,000 packs a week. That's a crazy number, isn't it? Or is it not that crazy? So we'll continue to listen a little bit longer.
My streams, okay? I opened about 7 gold Garatinas last week alone. That's a real number. Some nights we were opening 2 a night. 7 gold Garatinas last week were added to the raw singles market, okay? Now, at the same time, over 1,000 Crown Zenith packs were deleted from the sealed market.
See, right here's what I've been trying to tell people is, yes, when you open the products, you do put a bunch of stuff out there in the market, but every time you open it, the amount of that product that will never be produced again starts to get smaller. Okay, so if you want to talk about market manipulation, if you open a bunch of product and you keep some, and the other people keep them sealed, it's going to manipulate the market even more. That's why you look at the 151 Snorlax Pokemon Center promo, the Prismatic Evolution EV promo, as long as people keep those Pokemon Center ETBs sealed, that product is going to be tough to come by. Those cards will stay very high graded and very expensive because it's a tough one to chase. Now, let me give you a little bit more insight of what I think on the other side of this video. So just like you've seen right there with Nostalgianomics, he talked about as a rip and shipper, he does 1,000 packs a week easy. Okay? Now I want you to think about this. Pokemon Company produced 12 billion packs last year. That's billion with a B. We got 9 zeros after that bad boy. But that's cards produced. So divide that by 10 cards per pack. We're going to be at 1.2 billion packs. That doesn't include any of the promo cards, jumbo cards, anything like that. Okay? Now, when we look at this in another perspective, 3.7 billion cards in 2021, 9.1 billion cards in 2022, and 9.7 billion in 2023. These are staggering numbers. And when you think about it in terms of cards produced, last year they produced 12 billion cards. Pokemon Company has done 65 billion in total. So if we look at the 65 billion in total, last year alone they produced 18% of all the Pokemon cards ever made. And if you look in terms of the last 3 years, 2024, 2023, and 2022, you're looking at 48% of all the cards ever produced in Pokemon were produced in the last 3 years. Okay? Now, that may seem crazy. You can't find product. More cards have been produced, or the same amount of cards in the last 3 years have been produced that Pokemon has produced from 1999 all the way to 2021. A 22-year period can't even catch up with the last 3 years. Now, looking at that, you also have, in 2024, an average of 1,068 people watch Pokemon trading cards on Twitch each day. Okay? Now, when you look at this, you're also going to think about whatnot? eBay, Facebook, any streaming service, YouTube. Rip and shippers are out there and they're plentiful. Right now, if we go onto YouTube, okay, and we're going to type in Pokemon. Okay? When we go into Pokemon, type it in there, we're going to go to live. We're going to see people on here that are live doing whatever they are with Pokemon, and there's going to be rip and shippers on here. So if we do Pokemon cards, you're going to have people on here When we click on live, you're going to see there's going to be people on there doing rip and ships. Tons of them. Tons of them. Okay? That's just tonight, right now, at 10 o'clock Central Time. So, let's just get crazy for a while. We got 12 billion cards. We're going to divide that by 10. We're going to say it's packs. Remember, we're not going to deal with promo cards, any other cards like that, jumbo cards, whatever they produce. So that leaves us with 1.2 billion packs. Now, let's just say that there are 1,000 people in the world that do rip and shipping. Okay? So we're going to just divide this by 1,000. Okay? 1,000 people that do rip and shipping. That's what they do. And then we're going to divide it by another 1,000, saying they do 1,000 packs a week. That gets us to 1,200. Okay? 1,200. What is that 1,200 we're looking at? That's going to be 1,200 weeks, essentially, of rip and shippers to do that. So if we divide the 1,200 weeks, and we'll just go by 50 weeks in a year, it's going to be about 24 years they could do rip and shipping. That may seem like a lot, but let's really get down to it. If we got 1.2 billion, okay? 1.2 billion. Make sure I have enough zeros here. Okay? Now, 1.2 billion, let's say there are 1 million people in the world. So we're going to divide that by 1 million. That leaves us with 1,200 packs. That means everybody has 1,200 packs a year they can open. 1,200 packs. So if 1 million people like Pokemon cards, they have 1,200 packs they get open per year. That's your allocation. Now, some of you don't open near 1,200 packs. Some of you may open way more than 1,200 packs. Obviously, when you talk about rip and shippers opening at least 1,000 a week, they're using their allocation pretty fast. Now, 1,200 packs may seem crazy, but in reality, 1 million people that collect Pokemon cards is probably an extremely low number when there's billions of people on the planet. Okay? So when we look at this number, even if we have 1,200 packs that we get a rip, so let's divide that 1,200 packs we have, and let's divide that by, we'll just divide it by the 365 days in the year. That's going to give each of us about 3 packs a day to rip. Okay? I promise you, I open more than 3 packs a day, or at least that in consecutive days. Today I opened 18 packs doing an opening on our page. Extremely low numbers. So the 12 billion may be the highest one Pokemon's ever done. They ramped up all their stuff. And if you look at PokeBeach, they're going to tell you and say, hey, we have done so much production. Look at all the people that are alive, rip and shipping right now. There's not near the supply to meet the demand. People are going crazy over Pokemon right now, and it's not going to get any better. So that's my 2 cents. I'm just trying to tell you that, like, some of these people, they're ripping way more than 1,000 packs a week. Some maybe aren't. But here's the thing, is if they're doing 1 or 2 booster boxes, every time they open something, it takes it off the market. So every time someone opens a Crown Zenith pack, there's one less Crown Zenith pack out there. There's going to be more for everybody to hold on to. It's going to make more money in the long run. The same with booster boxes. Whenever you see someone do a rip and ship for $500 packs of unlimited base set, that's one less base set box that's out there. Those prices are going to keep going up. So remember, follow us, like, subscribe. We're Pokepasoda. We got 32 subs right now, hoping to get that magical number 100. But check it out. This is just some math I've been plugging around thinking about, because a lot of people just think about, like, hey, rip and ship, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't take up that much of the product. It does. It takes up a lot of the product because those people need it to do what they want to do online. And that's why you can't find a lot of this stuff in the stores, because people have to find it and get it so they can do the rip and shipping. Scalpers are going to continue to thrive because people have to have the product. And just like Nostalgianomics says, when he has 151 packs, when he has Evolving Sky packs, those are the ones that sell out faster. It's the $10 to $20 packs that he sells out so quick because people want to have the chance at that big hit. But I went long enough. Thanks again for having us. And remember, catch 'em all.